This is the VOA Special English Education Report. A recent story in the Chronicle of Higher Education said many foreign students report feeling lonely or unwelcome in Australia. Those feelings are one of the reasons why Australia is taking a close look at its international education industry. The government has formed an advisory council to help develop a 5-year national strategy for the future of international education in the country. But wherever international students go, making friends may not always be easy. The Journal of International and Intercultural Communication published the studies done in the United States. Elizabeth Garris of Baruch College in New York surveyed 454 international students. They were attending 4-year colleges and graduate school in the American South and Northeast. Students from English-speaking countries and from Northern and Central Europe were more likely to be happy with their friendships. But 38% of the international students said they have no close friendships in the United States, and half of the students from East Asia said they were unhappy with the number of American friends they had. Professor Garris said 30% said they wished their friendship could be deeper and more meaningful. Elizabeth Garris says many East Asian students blame themselves for the limited friendships with Americans and for not knowing the culture well enough. VOA's Jessica Stoll, in her own survey, to find out how American students and foreign students relate to each other through her blog, The Student Union. More than 100 students, about half of them American, answered her online questions. Half of the international students and 60% of the Americans says they related as well or better to the other group than to their own group. 85% of the Americans says they had at least one international friend. But only about half said they have more than 2 international friends. Among the foreign students, 75% said they have more than 2 American friends, but 10% said they had no American friends. Not surprisingly, Professor Garris says students who make friends from their host country return home happier with their experience. She says the students were more satisfied with the state, have better language skills, and have better attitudes towards their host country. For VOA Special English, I'm Mario Ritter.